Boy, oh boy, do we have big news about my bathrooming habits.
I'm sorry, everyone, but it is really big news and it's really exciting.
Yes, for pretty much my whole life. I've been a 3 times a day peer.
Yeah.
Morning, mid-afternoon, and before I go to bed. Hannah's been telling me that that's become too much. And I've now gotten down to 1 time every other day. So I pee differently now.
Shane, that is literally not funny.
My favorite part of having this YouTube channel is trying to confuse you in the beginning of the video.
Confuse me?
The viewers, you.
We're going to have comments from people that don't get it. And they're going to be like, oh my God, that's criminal.
And
someone arrest her.
To me, that is the greatest Christmas gift of all.
Okay.
No, but we do actually have monumental news about my bathrooming situation.
Yes.
It ranks up there with like biggest moments in my disability journey with like getting my wheelchair.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's profound. I don't think you understand how profound it is. But we're going to explain what happened and what's different.
Yes.
And how I use the bathroom now.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
It's time
To talk
about
our lives.
Okay, Shane, I get that you have big news, but I also have big news.
Is it about your bathrooming habits?
No, it's not. It's that I got a new sweatshirt.
Oh, yes, you did.
And I'm wearing it. And
Lovely.
I want everyone to admire it. Shane told me not to get it in white. I already have it in blue. He said I would stain it. And I haven't. I haven't stained it yet, so no
Hannah
big
buys
deal.
things that are white. Oh, wow.
Doing a spin.
She buys things that are white and then gets really upset when she inevitably like spills ice cream on them.
Yeah.
So I try to warn her and say, get a different color.
But it's so cute.
She doesn't listen. It is very cute.
Yeah.
It looks lovely. Okay, let's get to the urinary news.
Okay, go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I have discovered and begun utilizing a condom catheter.
Wow.
Wow!
But Shane, what's that?
A condom catheter is an external catheter. It's a condom, as you may imagine, with a tube attached to the end of it. So you put the condom where the condom goes, trying to keep this video from being demonetized.
Yeah.
And then there's a tube that goes down, and you can put the tube into a collection bag.
Yep.
This is the biggest like daily life change that we have had
Yeah. Ever?
since my youth.
Yeah.
This is making it so that I can go to the bathroom anytime, anywhere I want.
And boy, has he been doing that. We're going to talk a lot more about the condom catheter, the one time that you tried this before. Like, there's a lot to talk about. But let's just pause here because Shane has been peeing literally every 5 to 10 minutes just because he can. And I'm like, Shane, you really probably shouldn't do that. Like, you've gone your whole life peeing like 3 or 4 times a day.
In fact, I'm peeing right now.
No, and he'll just be like, oh, peed a little more. I'm like, why are you doing that? That's literally not. I don't think you're supposed to do that.
It's my newfound ability. So
I've read that
use
you're
it.
not supposed to just
I
like
don't-
you're supposed to wait till you have to pee and then you pee.
Right, but in the first few days, it was a novel and fun experience.
While we were cooking, he'd be like, guess what I'm doing?
Yeah,
He was peeing.
I peed while I was taking a sip of a drink. Like I was the human straw, taking the liquid in my mouth, exiting it
Okay.
below.
See, this is too much now, but that has been part of this journey.
Let's rewind really far. This is not a new concept. I've known that catheters exist and that you can do them in a way where they can be on the outside of the body,
Yeah.
so it's not painful. And I've been resistant to that idea very strongly throughout my whole life.
Yeah.
It is, I believe it was a form of internalized ableism. You know, I felt like society looks down on catheters, and I worried about what people would think of me if I used one, so I said, nope, never using one. I don't want to, be thought of in that way. Super unhealthy way of thinking about my disability, but it was a very real thing that I've always felt.
And this is when you were like a kid in school.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't like last year. This is a long time ago.
And so what that meant is that in order to go pee, I've always needed someone to lift me out of my chair so that I can use a little travel urinal or a toilet. And that's not always possible. Like, when I used to be in school, I didn't want the nurse doing that at school, so I would hold it all day long. And that, a few times in my life, resulted in accidents that were very embarrassing. Like the time I was on a field trip, and I emptied my entire bladder into my jeans on the bus with
It
everyone.
was like a 12-hour field trip, right?
And I was sitting in a puddle.
Aw.
That was fun.
Oh my God.
But like the discomfort of holding it more often than I need to, and the awkwardness of like when I was younger having accidents here and there, still was not enough for me to make a change because I did not want a catheter.
And I think the other reason is like the awkwardness of, as a teenage boy, your parents putting it on you, because it is very much the exact same experience of putting on a regular condom.
Yep.
So like,
That was a big part of it. Yep.
like I honestly don't even know. Like that would have been really something to have to get over, you know?
And there's a reason I didn't.
Yeah.
Fast forward to now.
Well, no, you're skipping the trial.
What am I?
We tried it.
Oh my God! Yeah, we did try
When
it.
we didn't even live together. I was visiting, and you like at that time you were probably 25, and you were
Yeah.
like, this would be life changing if I could do this. Like I want to try it, but like I also don't want to have my parents put it on me. Like, can we try it? And we put it on, and it was just like some random one you had bought or like something.
Yeah, I got a random one off of Amazon.
That probably didn't fit right, and it like didn't really work, and you were like, never mind.
Yeah, the way it kind of sat in my lap, it was big and just like in the way of everything.
Yeah.
And didn't drain the way I wanted it to.
And your old chair might have not had like as much of a
Room,
tilt, like
as much
some.
room,
It
yeah.
could have just been the seat was different.
Yeah. So,
But it was a failure of an attempt.
but I was like, oh, I tried, didn't work, never do it again.
So then people, even in comments, would be like, you should try a condom catheter. And you'd be like, well, I did try it and it didn't work.
Yeah.
You know? And that's just how it's always been, is like, it doesn't work for me.
Now, fast forward to now.
Yes.
So Hannah and Charisma were going to Disneyland, and we were talking about how Cole is able to use the bathroom completely by himself, by catheterizing himself. And he was like, I have some extra condom catheters if you want to give it another try. And I thought about the fact that like that would allow Cole and I to have our full-on bro night and like have beers together with no worry about how much I have to pee.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to be like, Hannah, when are you coming home? Like, gotta pee.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'll try it. With the support of my beautiful wife and my friends, Cole and Charisma, they were all like, come on, Shane,
Yeah.
you should do it, you should do it. And I was like, all right, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So on went the condom. Not a bad experience.
Of course, you're going to dramatize this part.
Not a bad experience.
No, it went well.
We got it all hooked up. We found that like I could have it go down my leg and like into a bag like very inconspicuously.
Yeah.
If I had pants on, you can't even see it. I did not pee yet. I was holding it. We went over to Charisma's house,
Yeah.
and
I wasn't even with you for your first.
no, you were.
Pee.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's good for you. I think that's very symbolic. I wasn't there.
It was.
You were with your friend Cole.
But before they left, they got me set up with my drink, and Cole and I put our movie on, began watching, and I began to pee. And it was hilarious. And it flowed right out of me.
Yeah.
And I announced loudly, I screamed to Cole, pause! He paused the movie, and I said, I'm peeing. And we cheers.
That's so beautiful.
And it was a wonderful night.
And then you texted us that you had peed 7 times, like an hour later. And we were like, oh, okay.
But this is huge because, like, I am in a very, very fortunate situation where Hannah and I are together pretty much all day.
Yeah.
And she's able to help me pee my old way whenever I want. Like, it's rarely an issue that I have to hold my pee.
Yeah.
But it does mean that, like, when we go out, let's just keep using Disney as an example. If we go to Disney for the day, or if we want to go out to a restaurant or whatever,
Yeah.
I have to factor in how much I'm drinking because it's not easy to pee anywhere but our house.
Yeah, or if there's not a place to lay down. Like at Disney, at least we go to the first aid area and there is a
Right.
place to lay down. But like most places you go, it's just not accessible.
So with this new setup, it means that anywhere I go, I don't even have to have the bag on,
Yeah.
which is the best part, and how I believe we're going to use it. I can just have the tube on, go into any bathroom stall,
Yep.
and put the tube into the toilet and pee.
Yep.
I don't need a bag.
It's just like an extension cord.
And I think that is going to redefine the way that we like think about my bathroom
Yeah.
habits, which are a thing that we think about a lot.
Yeah.
I'm excited for road trips now.
Yeah, Shane has never peed on our road trips. He goes in the morning when he wakes up, and then he goes when we get to our Airbnb.
And I dehydrate myself all day
Yeah.
because I don't want to have to pee.
Yeah.
No more.
Or on planes.
On planes, I could do it.
Yep.
And I don't want to like wax poetic here, but I do think that this represents self-growth and like acceptance and empowerment regarding my disability. Like I would have been ashamed of this in the past and embarrassed by it. Now I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
And like I do when I meet with my situation, I would be like, have you tried Honda catheter?
Yeah. Just go up to them on the street and ask.
And that'd be my intro. But I just think it shows that like I just feel more comfortable with my disability, and I have the support again of Hannah and Home Charisma that like make me feel like I can do these things and not have to be worried about it. So
Yeah.
yay!
And then you had a really big day when my mom came to visit. We wanted to go to this like secondhand furniture store that's like 35 minutes away. And then we were gonna like have lunch and just like have a mother-daughter day. And Shane was really excited. He was like invited to come along, but he was so excited. It was a Sunday, so it was football day.
I was not going to be doing that.
Yeah, and he was like, no, I have a plan for my day. So he had his football game on, and we put out like 4 different cups.
Around the house in different areas that I could reach.
Yeah, different tables. There was like a milkshake, like a protein shake if he got like really hungry, even though he also had a bowl of chips. So he had his chips, he had his protein shake, he had his water, he had his football beer, and then like iced tea or something. Like all these different things, his snack,
And
the
literally,
TV remote.
they were only down like 4 hours, so it was not. I didn't even really need to pee that badly during that time. But they could have been gone all day. I
Yes.
would have been fine.
You literally could have survived for like 48 hours with the amount of things we put out.
And just because I could, I peed continuously the entire time.
You had to keep drinking to keep being able to pee. So like now it's the opposite problem. You're like, I need more fluid because I really want to pee.
I'm so hydrated now. Anyway, this has been a really cool thing,
Yes.
and I am happy to now feel like catheters are not a terrible, embarrassing thing.
Wow.
They're just a useful tool.
Yes.
Yay! Thank you, Tom Charisma, for the catheters. I will get my own, but thank you for well, I'm not going to give them back, so you didn't loan them.
No, yeah.
Thank you for the gift.
Thank you for the gift of a couple catheters, yeah.
All right, everyone.
Oh my God, you don't even have it on right now. Don't even.
Okay, have a good day. May your peas be merry and bright.